Adam, actually, when the student come with us, we have a very high percentage of up to 86%. The student actually get the scholarship.
Wow.
Yes.
We're live, everybody. Welcome to another episode of Coffee Chat with Adam. My name is Adam, as you know me. I have my coffee right over here. I'm drinking a really nice warm coffee. I don't know if Lucy has her coffee, but it's
I
afternoon
do
time.
have.
You have a coffee? Okay, nice. So today I'm joined by Lucy Tao from Western Sydney University. Lucy, how are you?
Hi, Adam. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for having me today at the coffee talk with you. Well, I had just had the coffee this afternoon, and I'm great to have another one with you today.
Oh,
It's been a good day here.
Oh yeah. Did you have Vietnamese coffee? So you can make me jealous.
I actually have. You love that.
I love that. You need to make me jealous, okay?
I actually ordered the cappuccino with the extra espresso shot. It is
Okay.
nice.
That's still very good. That's still very good. But
it is.
But I miss Vietnamese coffee so much. I really want to have some Vietnamese coffee. But it's okay. So today, again, we're going to be talking about Western Sydney University. So you're going to be learning a lot about the university, the history, the campus, teaching methodology, as well as many things. So stay tuned for a lot of information today. So Lucy, I will start ahead by asking you a very simple question that I love to ask everybody, and it's just,
Of course.
please give me a quick introduction about yourself, your position, as well as some of your
Sure.
duties at the university.
Of course, yes. Hi, Adam. Hey, everyone. My name is Lucy Dao, as Adam already mentioned. I'm a recruitment manager for Southeast Asia, so my job is primarily to support the student for their futures within university. And I'm here today with Adam and to answer to any of your questions, and of course to talk more about Western Sydney, but not also the university itself, but also the life in Sydney. So happy to move on.
That's really good. I'm really happy to hear that. I think it's always very nice to actually get your experience on the show and share with students. But I think the thing that a lot of students ask me all the time is like, can you please tell me more about
Of course.
University? Okay, so the history, probably a little bit of background.
Right. Yes. I actually been in this industries for over 8 years, and happy to be here and to talk about Western Sydney. Our university is the top 2% university in the world, and we are actually in the top 36 of the young university according to the QS ranking. And we are the 5-star in teaching and innovation, and we do offer a very affordable tuition fee and living cost in Western Sydney, and a lot of generous scholarship for you to consider to study with us.
I think that's the most attractive thing you mentioned at the end.
Of course.
I actually the ranking, the top 2% ranked worldwide. That's an incredible ranking, by the way. Shows the university's teaching quality and the reputation as well worldwide. It's really good to know. Could you, just to add more to that, what about the teaching methodology that the university uses on campus? Is it research based or is it industry based?
Yes, because we are the young university, Adam. Most of the young university, we are more focused on both also research and also on the industry space. Our professional and the lecturers all come from industries. That means when the students come to us, they will have the most updated and practical lesson about their actual studies. So that also one of the key reason why the student choose to study with Western Sydney.
That's really good to know, because we do have a lot of students who have different orientations to what they want to study. So knowing that and before they apply, it's really good for their knowledge. And as you know, a lot of our students are actually NCUK IFY students. So they will be studying
Right.
National Foundation year with the NCUK. So what I would like to know, or I know our students will also would like to know, is what are the requirements that the university have for the NCUK students? What I'm looking at here is either the aggregated score or the grade scores.
Yes, so we do look at the aggregated of 11. So that is the total score that we are looking at for the student come from NCUK programs.
Okay.
And if you come from the program, you will not need to take the IELTS because we consider it as equivalent to UK education certificate.
Oh, that's so the aggregated score required is 11, and I'm assuming that it will equals to BAA or above. So the student needs to have the grades of BAA and above. So you gotta work hard, okay? But I'm sure our Vietnamese students are always super outstanding. I think BAA is they can do it. It's not that hard for them. But then you said EAP is also accepted, and they don't need to do an IELTS test in order to apply to the university. That's also good to know.
Yes, that's also a plus point.
Nice, good. And if we're looking at EAP, they need to have at least pass, which is a C, or a bit higher. So C or above.
Yes, of course, we would look at the minimum C because C is like the pass score. So as long as you reach from C and above, that's all good, and no IELTS required. But if lower than C, you might need to take the IELTS or TOEFL.
Okay. Well, that's gonna be okay. Don't worry about it. I'm sure our students are gonna be fine with that.
Yes.
I'm not worried about it.
I believe so. Yeah.
Yeah. And earlier you mentioned something that is actually, for me, is always very attractive as well, and I think for our students too. And it's scholarships. Okay. So what are some of the scholarships that are available to students? Coming from NCUK to apply for these scholarships as well.
Yeah, sure. We do offer a very generous scholarship for NCUK students. As long as you complete NCUK program, you will be eligible for automatic 3,000 per year. That means that if you study 3 years, that would reach up to 9,000 for your 3 years studying with us. So it's very good, and that is for as long as you complete quickly and meet the entry requirement. So the scholarship for you to grab. And Adam, actually, when the student come with us, we have a very high percentage of up to 86%. The student actually get the scholarship.
Wow.
Yes.
Wow,
so 86% over 100 of application to Western Sydney.
Wow, that's really high rate. That's extremely high rate, of getting a scholarship. It means that students probably need to work hard and a little bit hard. I'm not gonna say too hard, and then they can apply for the scholarship and get it. So it's within their reach. That's really generous scholarship, I'll have to say. So over 3 years period, in total will be about 9,000 Australian dollars.
Right. Yeah, exactly.
That's really nice. So as you also know, the students for NCUK IFY that study the program now, they're currently targeting the business degrees at university.
Right.
So we're doing the business stream first. So they're probably going to come to the faculty of business. They're going to be studying business related topics. So could you tell me more about the faculty of business at the university? What's the ranking? Probably some more details that makes the faculty so special.
Yes, of course. We're very proud for our business faculties because we one of the oldest faculties in Australia who actually offer this triple star ranking accreditation for our students to study. Like in Australia, if you want to study, for example, Bachelor of Business in accounting, then there are 3 professional accreditation who will give the credit for your study, and we are one of the few in Australia who offer the triple star accreditation. And apart from that, we also offer the very flexible program for you to choose from. That means if you want to study, let's say 1 major or 2 majors or 1 main majors and the single minor, it's up to you to study. For example, Adam, if you're looking at studying something related to money, right? financial, for example, but you're also looking at something like marketing, then you can actually choose Bachelor of Business and do 2 majors, one in finance and one in marketing. So when you graduate, your qualification will be with both finance and business.
I see. So that's actually very good to know, because some students might would like to take that path as well, and provides them with options as well after they graduate, because they enter kind of like degree as well. So it's really good to know. I think this also kind of puts the emphasis on the availability of double degrees as well at the university.
You're right.
Yeah, so good to know as well for students who would like to do those kind of studies. To just quickly go through the teaching methodology, as you mentioned earlier, something that I would like to know more about in details is the possibility of work integrated learning. So is there any kind of work integrated learning implemented with the teaching, any kind of internships or practical say placement or placement offer, like time?
Of course. Yeah, I was just about to mention about that, Adam. Yes, we have a very strong network of industries within Western Sydney and also within Sydney. Before coming to detail of that question, I would like to also share with you and with the student here that in Sydney and in Western Sydney itself, Western Sydney is in this development policy campaigns of the New South Wales government to develop the region. So that means when the government wants to develop a region, they will move the business to that region, and not only business but also the others like hospitalities, right? Tourism, hospitality, hospital, engineering, construction. So everything, like all the development will be there in Western, and that's why we're very proud to work with in terms of business. We're very proud to work with the Big Four audit companies in Australia. So I can mention that the name the Big Four company is like KPMG, Deloitte, Ernst & Young, right, and PwC as well. And actually within our School of Business, we also have their office based very close and actually inside the School of Business. And we have many students who actually study in the second year. They go to PwC and complete their internship there. And after the third year, they got the job after their internship. So that's really something that the student are looking at, and that's a wonderful opportunities for our students.
Wow, that's actually incredible. I never thought about it, that they could actually have offices on campus, and that provides so many options to students.
Right. That's
have
beautiful.
A career. Yeah, like they have a career.
Right there.
It's incredible. Yes. Wow. And they can do the internship on campus with that's incredible, I have to say.
Yeah, exactly.
And I think this actually very good, because this links directly to my next question, which is about career after graduation. Right. So this probably is the path they want to take. They want to connect with these, let's say these Big Four companies like the PwC, Deloitte, and they build their relationship with them, and then they probably land a job with them. The university does help students to actually.
Of course.
What about like other companies? What if students want to apply to other companies besides these? Does the university have the career support?
Sure. Yeah, sure. We also have, we call it CareerHub. That means we will match the student with the employer in Australia who are actually looking for the graduate to fill in this vacancy. And how we're gonna do it, that you can upload your CV to this platform, and our staff can be there also to give you the consultant of how to build up the CV. And as long as you are ready and ready for the interview, even before the interview, we also have the trial interview with yourself and get you get you more confident and readier for the real interview. So that is something, the extra service that we offer to our students.
Yeah. That's like a really good training before you actually enter like a real life scenario. So knowing that there is like these kind of trainings, and of course CV writing and proper personal letter writing as well, those kind of supports are also available. You know, I always feel very happy when I hear the university supports the student extremely, like they give extreme support to students. Extreme is not a good word. I would actually say generous support when it comes to career development, and that's actually really good because we feel like we are safe and we feel like we have somebody giving us like our push, like in the back, to like, you know, you can do it, you know, you can try a little bit. So I'm pretty sure students feel very happy to hear that. Maybe something that I didn't mention earlier, but I just want to learn about what if students want to do or have a startup idea, so they're more like entrepreneurial, like oriented. Does the university also offer them have advice on how to do a startup or a business?
Oh, right. Yes. You know, Adam, we actually offer this another top up. We call it like majors for you in entrepreneur. It is something that the student who study business can choose from, and that means that when you finish your 3 years with the same length of time, you will also get this bachelor of business, but also you will have the HR's like the top up degree in entrepreneurship. You know, entrepreneurship is more like a startup, right? But we actually encourage the student to take that major even when you have no plan to take or to do your own startup, because you know why? That's so great to have the mind of the entrepreneur, to be independent and to be confident to actually start doing your own job even within your own areas. So and at the same time, there is no extra tuition fee that students have to pay in order to take that. So there is really something we focus on students themselves, and that's why. That's also one of the key like reason the student choose to study with us.
That's like you said, it's an elective course that the student can select.
Yes, it's actually like top up degree. So it's so you can actually choose to study that degree at the end of your bachelor of business.
That's really good. It's quite beneficial to learn about these like important like points that within the business field you might not really find easily on the internet or outside of your school, especially if the university offers it to you. Like free, you don't have to do any kind of extra. This is really, really nice to know that you're really well taken care of if you go to Western City University. We're almost actually done. I just have 2 more questions, and then I will end my questions with very nice. But the 2 next questions are kind of linked to each other, and it's more about, I would like to learn more about the campus life, as well as the city. So how does it feel to live in the city as well? You know, are there any clubs and societies on campus? So could you please tell us more about those?
Of course, Adam, we are the only university in Australia, you know, have up to 11 campus. Do you imagine that within Sydney itself, we have 11 campus?
11.
One in the CBD, yes, one in the CBD, and the other 10 in the Western Sydney region. So that's beautiful. That means you can choose your lifestyle if you want to study in CBD, or if you want to study a little bit far away, which is I myself, like I don't think it's quite far away, because like 15 minutes by train from the CBD to the campus is actually quite a norm for the student, and it's quite easy and convenient. We also offer very affordable accommodations and beautiful our own 100% of the access to our facilities, like the gym, the cafe, the fitness and entertainment if you would like to take within the campus. So it's really good.
So you have full access to literally everything. Besides that, you have 11 campuses on the same. I've never heard that many campuses in one city.
We do have, but just take a note. But only the gym and own stuff just available in the main campus, but not in the CBD campus. CBD is just like a building, right?
Right.
So
right.
basically just everything inside.
That's actually really nice. Can students actually even live off campus? Like, say they want to rent
Right.
like a house with their friends, and they want to live in one house. How does the finance like work between living on campus and then living off campus, and finance expenses in general, like in the city? On average, like how much does the student have to spend per year on their living expenses?
Right. That's actually a very good question. Now, well, living in the CBD can a little bit higher for you to live in outside, a little bit outside the city. So I would say like, and it also depends on your lifestyle. If you want to choose to study, willing to share your space with someone else, that could be a little bit cheaper and more affordable. But if you like want to have a place of your own, then it will be more expensive, right? So I would say like if you stay in the CBD, in the center of Sydney, it's around like 20,000, almost like 20,000 Australian dollar per year. But if you choose to study in Western region, it can save you like up to just 15,000 or 17,000. It's up to like just up to you, like where or which type of operation you go for.
So it's not that big of a difference. Like it's a small minor difference.
Yeah, right.
2,000. What do most Vietnamese students do? What do they usually go for?
Wow, many
experience.
Of course, we do have the campus in Bang Thao, which is the Vietnamese communities, where we see most of our Vietnamese students as living there, because they live close to their relative, so they can save some money for living in Sydney. Even when you don't have any relative, you can find a place for yourself. Even with Western Sydney, because in the next year, our accommodation is actually very affordable. So if I can compare like accommodation in the CBD is around like 300 Australian dollar per week. Then our accommodation in Western Sydney is only like 150 to up to 250. Right, so it's like at least like a half cheaper. So yeah, so it's pretty good for you if you want to study in our campus. And even if off campus is not affordable because you're living a little bit far from the CBD.
That sounds like a really good plan, because some students might actually prefer to do that instead of like doing other alternatives. But it's good to know that it's always affordable. They don't have to worry about
it is
yes. More expensive than they are. Like you said, like the difference is very little between CBD and non-CBD areas. So it's still up to the preference of the student, probably.
Right.
I would like to ask you just one bonus question, and it's more about I know like a lot of students are, sometimes when you're an international student and you go to a foreign country with a different culture, sometimes you miss home. Homesick,
right.
You feel like I want to probably go to a restaurant, a Vietnamese restaurant where I can feel home, or go drink some Vietnamese coffee, which I love. Or kind of join some activities like hosted by Vietnamese society, or any kind of like touch of Vietnam in Sydney. I mean,
of
there's
course.
probably is, but like to give us more about it.
Yes, apart from our Bang Thao campus, which is actually located within the Vietnamese communities, that like if you miss just pho, right? If you miss pho, just miss a Vietnamese dinner, you can just hop off the campus and get to the Bang Thao and get your Vietnamese meal. So it's something that our Vietnamese students also look at when they choose to study with Western Sydney. But apart from that, Adam, I would like to share with you that we do have the very service-oriented for our students. We have motto like student are the heart of what we are doing. So that means all the service will be focused on the student themselves. We have the counseling section free for the students. So if you have any problem, if you're homesick, you will come to talk to our staff, and they are the person who have the qualification in counseling, and they can actually talk to you, listen to you, and understand you. and that way we can come in and help you if you have any issue overseas, right? And in terms of the connecting the student within the campus, of course you will be connected. We will have the activities, the club and activities together. There's the Vietnamese communities within the campus where you can come in every month or every week, and you can meet up the new friend who is actually Vietnamese, like us. Yes, and ask the question, and that's all the service, and that's all the friendship that you can also make the connection through that event also.
It's very heartwarming what you just said. It's quite nice to hear that. Again, like you're going to be taken care of when you go to Western Sydney University. So I'm really happy to hear those points, and I know we're kind of running out of time, so I don't want to take a lot of your time, but I would love to continue talking about university, because Western Sydney University is always very attractive to me, and so I'm just gonna try to end it soon. But I want to ask you one final question, because I know you've been in touch with a lot of students and you've been connected personally with students as well. So you probably know how students feel and right now before they apply to university, or before they try to apply to NCUK program. So my question is very simple. What advice would you give our students if they would like to, or they apply to university? So any personal advice do you have to them?
Right. Of course, Adam, I myself also a student who study abroad, so I know how difficult it is for a student like you. That's always a gap between Vietnamese education and overseas education. And my advice that get ready as much as possible. It's good if your English is great, like 6 or 6.5, but if you can get even higher, it's also better. It's always better. It's always help. And let's choose the program that that's best prepare you for the futures, for the overseas study. If you can choose from Vietnam, or if you can do it online, if you cannot choose a program like that, just get yourself out there, but not just inside at home or inside the class, because what you will learn will also what the outside, the actual activity will teach you. And because you need to learn the skill to ask, but not only to listen, right? To have the critical thinking. So my advice is that get ready with your English. Choose the best foundation for you just from today, but not like tomorrow. Just get ready today, because as soon as you get ready, then you can be more successful in the future.
Really good tips, especially about getting ready with your English, because that's very vital and very important in a culture where the language is English. That's the native language, so you need to have a good communication ability. Like you said, to speak, not just to listen and let others speak for you. So yeah, I think this also comes from the students having the courage built up after they get the confidence from the proper foundation, like you said. So I think NCUK is a good training for them, and at the NCUK IFY Foundation, there you can speak English very well, able to.
That's beautiful.
Yeah, so that's good to know. I have no more questions unless you have questions for me, Lucy.
That sounds good. I really hope that I can have chance to talk and to have more and more students who studying NCUK programs. And I believe that this is a very, very good stepping stone for you. For the student. For the student themselves to have the best foundation when you just right here in Vietnam, because like the tomorrow actually start today, right? So it's best to get started, but not like to wait, even when like this pandemic is stopping us, but we're not stopping, we're moving it, right? So move it student, and you will rock it for sure.
Nice. Thank you very much. That's really beautiful.
Thank you.
Thank you. So this is the end of this episode, I would say, and we will have more episodes coming the upcoming weeks. So stay tuned for those. And that's it for today. Thank you very much for watching. Do have a wonderful day, evening, morning, and we'll talk to you very soon. Thank you, Lucy.
Thank you, Adam, and thank you, everyone. Hope to see you guys again soon.
Hope to see you soon. All right. Bye-bye, everyone.